Here it is, the Marvel Legends updated Scarlet Spider. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here, but Hasbro did a very good job on this one. It comes on the retro-style blister card inspired by the 90s animated series, a very formative cartoon for young me. Ever since I first saw him in that show, Scarlet Spider was one of my favorite Spidey designs ever. It's very 90s, which is extremely my thing. On the back, there are the usual descriptions and some instructions on how to swap hands if you need those. So, first thing after popping him out of the container, I think they nailed the look. The paint apps are all clean, which you would hope would be the case with only like 3 of them on the figure. The belt has these little paint details like this red button and all the brown parts of the belt, and the metal bits on his little pouches on his ankles. What do you think he keeps in those? Let me know in the comments. He's also got all his CO2 containers around his belt and wrists. This dude is going to completely dominate the Pinewood Derby this year. One of the most exciting changes they made with this version is the separate soft plastic hoodie. It looks great. It moves very naturally when you move his torso. The 2 little tassels here are soft and move like you would expect. Even with the hoodie in the way, you can get a lot of forward crunch out of him. We're getting close to Marilyn Manson territory here. In his arms, he's got butterfly joints in the shoulders and double elbows in the elbows with a bicep swivel too. These Livestrong bracelets can be easily moved if you want to do that for some reason. In the lower half, he's got double knees, swivels in the thigh and calf, and the usual ankles. But he's got toe joints. Those piggies are a wiggling. These need to be standard for Spider-Man figures like yesterday. And up top in the head, he's got a ton of movement. He can look way up and way down. Vital for someone in the Spider-Verse. He also has all of the Spider-Man hand options. It's been said many times, but these also need to be standard. There are a couple of blemishes to mention though. The 2 thwip hands on my copy have these little rough bits on them. From my guess, they are leftovers from when the pieces were cut from the sprues at the factory. If you've ever done a Bandai model kit, you know what I'm talking about. It would also be nice if it came with an unmasked head, but I guess I can swap in some other extra Peter Parker head for Ben Reilly in the meantime. Here he is next to a bevy of other Spiders, man and otherwise, like the Renew Your Vows 2-pack, the SH Figuarts Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and the original PS4 Spider-Man. Here he is next to the Homecoming Homemade costume, Symbiote costume, and Gwen and Miles from the 2-pack from a few years ago. And next to a couple of villains from No Way Home. I think this is a strong contender for my new favorite Spider-Man figure. With how Hasbro has been lately, I'm kinda shocked that they put out a figure of this quality for less than deluxe pricing, especially with all the spider hands. Hopefully this is an indication of things to come, but I'll believe it when I see it. If you want more Spidey-related action, check out my video on the villains from No Way Home. Later.